Welcome back, YouTubers and Madden fans. This is Madden Money Shot, bringing you another Madden 19 Mut Tip video. Today, I want to start from ground floor, from level 1. For people that don't know anything about Mut, I want to show you how you can build a Mut team without spending any money. And you know, you can have a pretty decent Mut team. And my Mut team here, by no means is the best Mut team out there, but I can compete with anybody with this team. I mean, an 82 overall team at this point to me is pretty good, considering how much time I spent making YouTube videos from the first step. So if you don't know anything about Mut, pay attention, get a pen and a paper, and let's start writing this stuff down. So the first thing that I'm going to do, and everybody does, if you want to spend money, you got to go through the solo challenges. Now, you don't want to do all these because some of these are really terrible. You know what I mean? Like the training camp ones, you know, you're never going to see me do this. There's 32 of these. You have to do 32 of these. Look, it's the first one, you get 50 coins. What a waste of time. You got to do 32 of these, and when you get to the end, like the highest coin output you're getting might be 1,000, I'm going to bet. I'm not even sure because I haven't looked. I just know I'm not going to do it. Look, 825. The highest you're going to get is 825 for doing all those solos? Nah. I'm not doing that. So you got to sift through the garbage. Every year, there's a whole pack of solos that I never do because they're just not worth it. And this training camp one right here is probably it. Now, one of the ones that I do every year right out the gate is the gauntlet cards. The gauntlets are terrific every year, and these are no exception. If you do these, one of the best things about these, if you do them, you get bonuses for knocking it out a certain type of way, which I pretty much got every single bonus. Going through these, I pretty much nailed every single bonus that was available, with the exception of maybe one. I think it was in this sleeve here. It was score 13 points in 8 plays, but you had to score 13 in 4 plays to get the bonus. I could have did it. If I wanted to keep doing it, and wasting my time, I could have eventually got it, but it just wasn't worth it. For the amount of time that I was putting into it, I was like, whatever. When it comes to Mut, you kind of have to like balance time versus what you're getting, because that's what this is really all about. So to me, the campaign was pretty good. I went through the whole thing, obviously you can see. So I must have been pretty happy with it. I don't really remember exactly what I got, but I got a lot of packs and whatnot, you know what I mean? So to me, that was worth it. That was a worthwhile one. The legend was definitely worthwhile. If you're not getting and building these legends by now, you don't know what you're doing. You don't know what you're missing, I should say, because this is good. This is one of the key things to how I got my team the way it is. You saw I had an 89 Vic. I built up Vic. I got him. He only came out like 3 days ago. I got him and built him up to an 89 already. You saw how I got Randy Moss. I don't even see him now, but you saw I had an 89 Moss, and maybe you didn't see it, but I got an 89 Moss. I got 2 of the top 3 cards to 89. I think I got Champ Bailey like an 85. I could easily max him out. You know what I mean? Most of these cards that I have here are at least an 80 already. So that's a trick that I'm really going to show you in a second that I'm really excited about in this year's game. So now that I've played all these solos, like I said, I got to about 500,000 coins. So I was basically just sitting on them coins waiting for a good card, and that's when I found this next trick that to me is probably the best one out of all of them, and that's, like I said, these power-up players. So we're going to go into the item binder here, and I'm going to show you some of these power-up players. Pretty much all my top players are Nats. I got lucky. I pulled Pat P here, you know what I'm saying? That was probably the luckiest pull I had. I built up Terrell Owens a little bit. These guys here, these are the gauntlet guys I was telling you about. So if you go through the gauntlet competitions and you finish it, or you get enough to go into the sets over here, you can get some really good cards by putting them into the to the gauntlet packs here. So once you get them, you just go ahead and you I guess I already did. I guess I completed that. I can't do that anymore. I thought you could. I thought that was repeatable. But either way, so I did that twice. I didn't know. I guess I thought you could do it more often, but I did that twice. I got 2 really good cards out of it. I don't know how you're supposed to get this gauntlet champion, because I need 4 more, but whatever. We'll figure that out as time goes on, I'm sure. But like I said, 287 overall cards there. I got 287 overall cards for doing another set too. I guess it was the campaign set, where this here I got Ben Roethlisberger and I took I guess your options are Big Ben. Maybe should have took LaShawn McCoy, but I already got a running back. But finishing that one, you get 287 overall cards. I already traded them for training points because they were kind of trash compared to what I wanted to do. So it worked out though. I mean, I got 800 training points for them, and that's what, well, like I said, my next step to building my team is all through power-ups. Power-ups to me is the quickest way to build a guy up. Like these 2 guys right here. These 2 guys I'm going to use as my example. I said in the last video when I was explaining how I did it that these were the 2 guys I wanted to max out or get to the point where they're as high as they could be, because these cards here sell for 350,000 a piece, and I got them maxed up for basically 100,000. So I saved like 200,000 in coins by just building them rather than buying them. And when I figured that out, now it's basically my goal is to build up every one of these power-ups to make them to the point where it's like, what a deal, you know what I mean? Like that's my goal. And then like some guys like this, like I could quick sell these guys if I really wanted to. I could quick sell these high elites that I'm getting for free and just max out some of these guys. Now I think a lot of people don't know you can get these back too, by the way. If you go into upgrade and you want to get your points back, you just have to click on it and hit refund upgrade, and I'll get 400 training points back. I'm not doing that because, like I said, I'm keeping my Moss as long as I can. He's one of my favorite players. Him and Vic are just the dynamic offense right there. So, like I said, my team might not be the highest, but when I got Mike Vick, Randy Moss, and Saquon Barkley at 88, Antonio Brown 89, I didn't even see him there. I can compete with anybody. You know what I'm saying? Cornerbacks like Patrick Peterson, 87 Jair Alexander. I can compete with anybody. You know what I'm saying? This team, it's not the best team ever, but I can compete with anybody I want to. If I really want to work up one of these other guys, make them the focus of my next goal for power-ups, that's another goal entirely. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, I built this team to a point where I feel I can compete in any competition that I play in, and I'm good. So, like I said, I want to get into the power-ups a little bit more because, like I said, I don't know if people understand the power-ups. If you already saw the video, if not, I'm popping links as I'm talking about these things. I'll be popping links to the other Mut Tip videos that I have, so you guys can catch up if you haven't found it yet. But I did a Mut Tip video where I basically explained that if you go into the 70 to 74 or the 70 to 79, this is how you get those coins. If you don't know how to get training points, you basically just go in and you like buy cards. But you know, then you can, once you buy them, I guess I'll back out. I don't even know if I have any golds to show an example because I'd be selling them so quick. But you basically can quick sell cards to get training points. So if you don't know that, hopefully now you know that. But I was showing you how, you know, these high ones I could quick sell for a lot. I can't quick sell somebody that upgraded though. You have to downgrade them all the way to a 68 to do that first. So if you're trying to get your coins back for somebody, you have to go in through level by level and take that away. So if like I'd have to, you know, click on each one and hit refund upgrade. You know what I mean? It's that simple. I don't know why I built this guy up. That was a mistake because he only goes in 86, so I'm probably gonna bust him down eventually, but he's fine for now. But like I said, for as far as, you know, if I wanted to quick sell this guy here, that's how you get your training points if you don't know. So the best method is to go into the market, buy golds, and quick sell them. You know what I'm saying? I could quick sell these guys, but I'm trying to save them up for something else anyway. But you know what I mean? That's the best method other than spending coins. You know what I mean? So to me, the best method is to go through these solos, go through the channels that I showed you. You can even build things. Like I built a set where I went through and I created all these tokens, and then I went into heavyweights and flashbacks and whatnot, and I built a heavyweight and I sold them for like 80k. So that was a nice boost. And how you do that is you basically just take these tokens. I don't have any now because, like I said, I just did that recently. But if you have a bunch of nats, probably the best way to get money for those nat cards is to put them into these tokens. If you got a bunch of silvers, you get silvers, and if you know, whatever, you got a bunch of nat golds, put them into these. If you're not selling it for training points, if you want coins over training points, put them into these, and then go ahead and flip them for one of these sets. Either a playbook, which will sell for like 8-9 grand, a veteran sells for like 50-60 grand, a heavyweight sells for like 70-80 grand, and the flashbacks, which are the hardest to get, actually sell for like 70 grand. I'm talking about the lowest value ones, but you can actually, the heavyweights actually have higher value, and you can tell that by going into the auction block, which I'm gonna go ahead and do, because for all I know the values have changed. But if you go into the auction block, auctions and trades, and then you just set it to where we at here, set the program. So like I said, the last three, you know, flashbacks, like I said, last I saw they were like 70,000. Actually kind of high right now. You can get a decent deal. If I wanted to, I could snatch that dude up for a decent deal, but I don't think he's fast. Like, you got to be fast to get on my team. At the very least, you got to have speed. So yeah, him, you know, that's 80,000. The heavyweights should be cheaper, but they're not. The lowest heavyweight's 80,000. So I don't know why it's like that, but that's how it is. And then, like I said, the veterans are kind of dirt cheap. They're selling for like 50. So there's some options. I wouldn't really want it. I can tell why these are selling cheap. I wouldn't want like a Chris Long card. I bet he's slow as balls. You know what I'm saying? 70 speed. I mean, I played with him in regular games, and he's just not very good. So these guys here, none of them are really fast, with the exception of probably Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis is probably something special. There's no real fast tight ends in the game yet anyway, worth a damn. That's why I don't have it. I'm using Josh Hill because I'm waiting for like a good, there's 83 speed, but I'm waiting for a good tight end to drop. So that's why I have that like that. But hell, even the most expensive one of these really aren't selling for that much. I mean, 200k is not like a ton, but yeah, I mean, those are options to build these guys and to get value for your nats. That's basically your best option other than putting in the training points. Like I said, real quick breakdown, do the Hall of Fames, the Team Diamonds, the Gauntlets, And I haven't done MUT levels, they're not that great. Do the campaign and the legends. Those are the top 5 sets right now. Legends, campaign, gauntlets, team diamonds, Hall of Fame. They have the best rewards. But like I said, those are the best ways to boost up your squad. Real quick video. If you guys want to see more videos like this, do me a favor, like button, and I'll do that. Other than that, thanks for watching Madden Money Shit out. Need more help or just want to show your support? Then head over to my Patreon and join my team, where you can get exclusive content like ebooks and bonus plays, as well as early access to my vids and more. Link in the description below.